Hi, and welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 14th of May 2026. Just before we go any further, I won't be here tomorrow. I'm away today and staying over, so the Market Alert will resume on Monday. Right, let's have a look at yesterday's headlines. The US stocks have mostly traded with a positive bias mid-tech strength, and despite early headwinds from the hot PPI data, while focus turns to the Trump-Xi summit. And again, S&P and the NASDAQ posted fresh all-time highs. We'll look at those in just a moment. Other news, tech strength leads equities higher as Trump and Xi awaits summit. That's probably going to be this weekend, isn't it? I would have thought. Economic news for today. I missed yesterday, so obviously it was that PPI news which moved the markets. This morning we've got GDP for the UK. It's not looking good for Rachel there at minus 0.1, and prelim GDP quarter on quarter as well. It's French bank holiday, German DAX. Watch the spreads on the German DAX. They're likely to narrow those, and it's going to be quiet as well. 1:30 p.m. is core retail sales month on month, and unemployment claims. They're the weekly ones. Right, let's have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, you can see it overnight, the market is currently sideways, not doing a lot. Still stuck in the sideways range on a daily chart as well, with the NASDAQ and the S&P making new all-time highs. Don't be surprised if we get a quick surge to the upside. It's certainly becoming alarming given the valuations of both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. 30-minute chart for yesterday, the Dow was down until the cash market opened. It then found some support and buyers coming into the market, moving prices to the upside, and currently stuck in that sideways range. In the German DAX, in the daily chart, stuck in a sideways range, very tight range at the moment, not doing a lot. And again, today the market is closed. Yesterday it was very choppy. We had a bit of a shakeout with the cash market, and then the market managed to move to the upside, and overnight we have a bit of a pullback down to the daily pivot there at the moment, and also a bit of resistance there with the 200 MA as well. Meanwhile, in the S&P 500, the market making a new all-time high. Let me just grab this for you. And you can see there 7460, and that's overnight as well. Yes, it is, because there's no pink line above there, so I know that's been made overnight. So S&P, no stopping it at the moment. And the 30-minute, again, bit of weakness in the electronic session and the first 30 minutes of the cash market, but price is soon moving back to the upside, to the high there. In the UK, well, Starmer's still there, and the market's still sideways in a range. Sell in May, go away. And the UK 100 there in the 30-minute chart saw prices moving lower, again down to the DP, buying coming in, and then blasting through the resistance there, which you can see, and then on up to the previous day's high. Market, well, through yesterday's high. There's the high for yesterday, and a new one overnight there. Right, let's have a look at the NASDAQ. Well, in the NASDAQ, another all-time high as well, and this is being made on the electronic session as well. Is this market going to give? I'm sure it is at some point, and when it does, it will be catastrophic. But the new all-time high overnight is 29,584. For the NASDAQ, continuing to move to the upside. 30-minute chart, price is down to the DP, just like we're seeing with the other markets. A bit of demand coming in, and then the buying coming in, as you can see there, cluster as the market moves higher. Overnight, bit of a pullback, bit of profit taking, but the market is set to go on and no doubt to make another new all-time high as well. Let's have a look at the US dollar. Well, there seems to be a theme at the moment, and that is sideways for most markets, apart from the NASDAQ and the S&P making the new all-time highs. Stuck in a range there, as there's still no deal done in the Middle East with Iran. In the metals market, starting to move to the upside, 98.29 for silver for the Far East, which is good news. and in Shanghai there's still a $10, well $11 premium there, and the current gold silver ratio is settling down around the 53 area. Stress in the COMEX is at 52 at the moment, so again nothing to be concerned about there. Plenty of silver around for delivery according to these numbers. Let's have a look at the metals. And in silver yesterday, you can see the market trying to get back to the high over here. Let's just have a look and see what that actually is. 89.92. So we need to get through $90 in the west for the price of silver. Yesterday we had a nice run up after the LBMA set the price, and overnight, well, later in that afternoon, they brought it all the way back, and there's been some selling in the far east, but a bit of support coming into the market now. Meanwhile, in the yellow metal, we're stuck in a sideways range, which is why we've seen the gold silver ratio drop down to the 53 area, because gold is stuck in this range, and the 30-minute very choppy, but bouncing off yesterday's low on the overnight. Actually, I think yes, it is the low, bouncing off the low there. Let's have a quick look at yesterday's German DAX trades. And yesterday we started off with the market moving higher. It seemed to set the tone there, but that didn't last long, as we had a whipsaw 2-minute bar that the market opened up with, and then they continued to bring the market down to the DP and the 200 MA before moving prices back up. We then had a sell which went down to the scalp, the same with the upside, and again the same with the downside. And this is where it became an interesting market, because prices shot up, then they shot back down to the 50 EMA, and unfortunately the trade was stopped out before it continued to the downside there, and then continued all the way back down to the DP, over to the PPI news, which the market shot down way below the close, as can be seen there, before finding support and then bringing the market back for the afternoon. We started with a very choppy sideways move, the market then taking out the first trade, second one moving just above the scalp. There was a third trade that was also stopped out, and then the market tried to sort itself out after retesting from the 200 MA there back down to the DP, and you'll see prices then moving up to absorb some of those losses. And again, just before the close, the market moving back down and having a look at the DP, retesting it with a double bottom before moving back to the upside. So where are we overnight? And overnight prices are just sideways there. We're a long way off the low, which is, so we'll look, yeah, way down here. So no problems there with the low at the moment. More likely, if the NASDAQ and S&P continue to make new all-time highs, they will move higher. But also keep in mind that the German DAX is closed today for an official bank holiday, and it's electronic and likely to move back to the upside as well. Right, that will do it for this one and for this week. So I know we have tomorrow, but have a great weekend as well. I will see you on Monday, and with that, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.